Squamish is this, what would you say? It's like, it's the new North Shore. They are setting the standard for so many progressions in the modern mountain biking world, and it's a must-have, must-do location. There are like old Meccas, new Meccas, and they are probably the most modern, newest Mecca.
Just hanging out around Squamish, it oozes mountain biking, whereas most towns have a road bike on their bike lines. We have a mountain bike with knobby tires and full suspension. So yeah, it's just a part of Squamish's culture.
Mountain biking in Squamish is just, the trails are so amazing. And then on top of having like some of the most amazing trails, this is a community. I'm on the board of directors for SORCA. I organize all the socials in town, getting the community together, getting people out riding together, talking. On an average Wednesday night for the socials, we might get around 200 people. On a big night, we've gotten upwards of 400 people out on a Wednesday night to go and ride bikes together, which is pretty amazing.
I cut this thing so I could get up here in the first place without falling. Well, we're at leave of absence. I'm just doing a little maintenance on the sign so it's easy to read. There we go. My friend Roland built it.
Well, I was a Vancouver police officer. I just recently retired from that in 2018, but in 2017, I took a leave of absence from work. I took that time to, apply to build a trail in Squamish, went through the process. It was about 9 months, and aptly named it leave of absence.
Leave of absence is it's a super fun cross-country trail. There's enough stuff on it that is like technical that you have to keep your mind in the game. But it's not too challenging. So like racing on a cross-country bike with 100 miles of travel, it's sufficient, it's good. Some super nice kind of fast sections, some stuff to pop off. Yeah, lots of playful things that you can just kind of have a good time.
I think I ran into Karen Stark on the trail with Dwayne Kress, and at the bottom, Karen was just jumping for joy. She says, "This trail's great, I'm putting it in. I know we've already made the marketing brochures for the race, but this is going in." So I was pretty pumped when she said that.
I've done the BC bike race. It's 9 or 10 times. I was a Rocky athlete for all of those. I've had a lot of successes. I've had a lot of failures in it. Well, racing in BC is special because, the riding is, as far as I'm concerned, is best in the world, right? We've got the climbs, we've got the technical riding, we've got the weather, we've got dirt, we've got routes. You go to some races and, you've heard the word, a fitness pageant, right? The fittest racer's gonna win, which is cool, which is impressive. But you come to BC bike race, and not only do you need to be, one of the fittest, you need to be able to handle the terrain, right? So it's kind of cool to line up BC bike race, and we get some pretty strong world competition here. And you're sizing everybody up, and you can see the motors on everybody. And then when it gets real, like when we hit trail, you really know who can ride a bike and who can hang, and that's special. That's what's special about BC bike race.
I've been biking for, I was just thinking about it the other day, I think I've got 30 years of biking. I started in the 80s, and this is the best event going. Love it. So get out there if you haven't done it.
Yeah, this is my first go around with BC Bike Race. I've wanted to do it for many years, and was super fortunate that it was working out for me to come for this year's showcase. If you take Geoff Kabush, he was actually someone I used to buy his race bikes from when I was younger and starting out as a young pro. Before I had a bike sponsor, I would, he's a tall man, and would, buy his bikes from him at the end of the year. And so now to be like here and riding with him, and for me, I'm not just a set mountain biker. I do off-road triathlon, which kind of has my time a little more divided. So getting to ride with this like skill level of Geoff and Felix is like mind-blowing. Just to see the rate of speed that they can do things at, and as well all the ladies that are here as well. Their riding is phenomenal, and it always blows me away of just where everyone's at with their ride style and how fast they're doing things.
My name is Geoff Kabush, and I like to ride bikes. Grew up in BC and on the island, but right now we're in my hometown, Squamish. Yeah, I started my career on the island, young kid focused on XC, and kind of worked my way up to the ranks. A lot of World Cup success, 3 Olympics, a bunch of World Cup podiums, and kind of evolved the last decade into a lot of the kind of super fun, longer distance stage race like BCBR. And yeah, now currently just keep riding until the fun stops is my slogan. And yeah, just so many fun events I get to do these days. Yeah, I'm a bit of a gypsy. I've moved around, grew up on the island, North Fan, and call Squamish home for the last 4 years. And I grew up in a small community and really love it here. It's a small community, 25,000. And just the variety around here is what I love as far as the riding. Sea-to-side corridor, you know, we got communities on both sides, trail networks, 3 here in Squamish, and everything, you know, from, you know, elementary fun XC trails to some of the most challenging technical slab trails in the world. So there's always something to challenge you here, and I mean, that's what I love about riding bikes, is progressing and challenging myself, and it's just a really cool community for everyone to ride mountain bike in.
Well, this year has definitely been tricky. So it's taken away a bit from the kind of a community side, like actually getting everyone together. It's making everyone think a lot more about how stuff is organized and how you could actually change it and kind of make stuff different and but still kind of keep that kind of community together, keep that vibe going. And it's interesting because it makes you think more. You have to work more at it, but I think we could actually find some really cool ways to make it work and yeah, keep that community vibe going and make it fun.
The BC Bike Race is the biggest race in town now, where biking's concerned. It's great. I mean, it's just another step in the evolution. Every year when BC Bike Race is here, I go down the end of my street and cheer people on. Yeah, it's a big part of the summer, and it gets people excited about the heat of mountain bike season. Yeah, I mean, for Sorka specifically, we started off as a beer drinking club with a biking problem. People always said Cliff Muller, our president for like 20 years, that was his mantra. And so not having big events this year has been a big problem, and it's been difficult for us. It's been, you know, we're getting through it and we're finding ways around it, but it's been disappointing because, yeah, you know, big events make community, and there are ways to put them on safely, we think, and we're hoping that next year is going to be a change and that we can move forward.